Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm doing great. Today it is cleaning motivation, and we are going to be doing a little bit of cooking, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. It started this morning. Basically, this is early morning chores. It started in the morning, very early in the morning. We went for a walk, and then coming back, I started tidying up my kitchen. I went to bed. A mess, so I wanted to tidy that up, and today's actually on this day was a day for editing. I was editing my previous vlog, so but I start most of the times, if I'm going to edit, I start doing the basic chores that I need to do, which is dishes, tidying up the kitchen, the living room. Though the living room, I just swept the floor, I didn't show you guys. And then I'll put in laundry, hang laundry, all of those good stuff. So that's what I do on a day when I'm going to edit a video, because we all know that editing has a tendency of holding us hostage. If it was up to me, actually, on the days that I'm editing the vlogs, not the shorts, the reels and all of that, if I'm editing the vlogs, I would really prefer not to cook on those days. Or at least, make something simple. But it's not always the case, because my husband takes lunch to work. So on days, and most of the time, the days that I'm editing, he's going to work the following day. And lately he's been going to work almost every day. So I haven't been able to get away with not cooking quite often, because I do want him to take lunch. It saves money, guys. Lunch saves money, and we are able to control what we consume. I think that is important, because junk, it's okay. Takeaway, it's okay to have that every once in a while. But it's not something that I want to do quite often, or want my family to do quite often, because the consequences of it can be dire. So I try not to. So if you clicked on this video and you have watched up until this far, kindly give us a like. If it's something that you enjoy, share me out. If you have not subscribed, kindly do subscribe. You will not regret it. And this will be your way of encouraging me to keep on producing more videos, because at the end of the day, growth is what motivates us as YouTubers. And to finally, maybe at the end, get something, a little bit of money for our effort, that is also appreciated, because wow, YouTube is something that you need to do. You can't do it if you don't have patience, and you cannot do it if you don't have passion for it. So it will be really, really, really appreciated if you could at least subscribe and give the video a like, so that YouTube can recognize that people do actually like the video, and then it can push us out to the masses. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking in. Thank you for always coming back as a returning viewer, returning subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I hope you stay up until the end of the video. I haven't taken a bath from walking. I think you guys can see it. I just tied my wrap around my waist. Majority of the time, if I go for a walk and then I go and take a bath, don't judge me, hey? I end up not doing what I'm supposed to. After taking a bath, I'll say, let me make myself a cup of tea. And sometimes in the morning, no, not sometimes, most of the times in the morning, I want to sit down and actually enjoy my tea. You know, taking that moment of drinking my tea. And after that, I'll say, oh, let me check my emails, let me check my socials, let me catch up on one, two, three. By the time I know it, it's almost noon. And if it's almost noon, I'll say, oh, let me make myself lunch before I start. So I would end up having half a day instead of having full day. So if I go for a walk, when I come back, I just go into it. If I don't go for a walk, I wake up when my husband goes, and then I just go into my chores. That's how I manage it. Otherwise, I will be dealing with procrastinating the entire day, and we all know that procrastination can just mess up everything. You end up not doing anything. So I haven't taken a bath. And I'm going to take a bath once I'm done with the chores that I want to do. And then I'll go and edit. That's how I do it. I am done with my chores and I have taken a bath already. So now I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna sit on the couch, start editing while I catch up on my fellow YouTubers. And that's going to be my day up until later that I cook, and then it'll be the rest of the day. But doing it this way, it really helps me because I get to do a lot. I get to do a lot compared to if I don't do it in that way. So this is another day. I didn't take you guys with me on that day when I was cooking. This is another day. I wanted to make caramelized onion beef with pasta. So I sliced up about 5 medium onions, and I added oil onto the pot, onto the wok, onto the wok, and I am going to sorry, I have this funny cough that doesn't want to go away. So I am going to caramelize it on low heat, though I was letting it go for quite a while sometimes without stirring, and it did end up almost being burnt a little bit, but not too much. And while I was doing that, I started on the beef as well. I just cut them roughly, and but I am frying them in olive oil and butter, and my onions are coming out all right. They're coming along. Caramelizing onions, it brings a different kind of flavor, the sweetness, the aroma onto the beef. You don't even have to mix it with pasta. You can have this with rice and your veggies, all of those things. Do add a little bit of salt though onto it. When you are caramelizing it, it just brings out the flavor like a little bit, not too much, a little bit. So when I was doing this, I did add a little bit of salt on the on the caramelized onion before I started caramelizing it, and I did add a little bit of salt on the beef as well. Ask my husband why he's leaving one piece on the pan, please. What is that one piece going to do? What is he going to do with it? Why? Well, that's what you get when you are being helped. So once the beef was almost cooked, then I transferred it onto the caramelized onion and mixed it in, seasoned it with onion and garlic powder, thyme. Stir that in. You can season it with any seasoning of your choice. It's entirely up to you. And stir that in, making sure that the flavors are, so you can taste your beef, making sure that do you still need to add more salt. I still needed to adjust salt a little bit, and I added dark soy sauce, and I added about 2 tablespoons of flour, not heaping, and added the water, that amount. I don't know if it's 1 cup or 1.5 cup, I don't know. Added it onto the beef. It wasn't enough. I added the soy sauce was not enough. I added more soy sauce. Be careful with the dough, and once everything was thick enough, I proceeded into adding my cooked pasta. If you do not want the flour and the soy sauce, you can sorry, you can use a cream of mushroom, any packet soup that you prefer. You can use that. And then that was our dinner for this day. You might wonder why I took out some beef from that from my wok before I mixed in pasta. Is because I cooked 2 types of pastas, because this was not enough for my people, and then the pastas were not the same, so I mixed them in different pots. But I only showed you guys this one. The other one I didn't show you. And this was our dinner, and it was yummy, yummy, yummy. The caramelized onion, the beef was tender. And the sauce, it did the things. So this was on another day again. I've been taking things, I've been kind to myself lately, but making sure that I still put content out there. So this was on another day. Since our neighbor was renovating, I haven't been able to come this side. Actually, I've ignored it. Let me just put it out there. I have ignored this side. I've ignored this porch. I got so angry because the amount of work that I have to do here, I don't know. I don't know. So I've ignored it. And my husband and Theo now, when I'm not doing something, it's like they doing agekugogo, that type of a thing. I don't know if that makes sense. Because when they make fire this side, oh, they don't clean up after the following day, and Leona, it flies all over. So today I was finally getting onto it, but I'm just going to clean, to sweep and mop, and then we'll see the rest as time goes on. And here I'm making fire because I have chickpeas in my cupboard that I've had for a couple of months. I want to cook them and then freeze them for my meals or salads. We'll see. So I thought, I'm outside, I might as well do it. The way I make fire, ne, I frustrate my husband so much. But here's a funny thing. My husband is a township girl, is a township boy, and I'm a village girl. So he wants me to do the thatch method. When they make thatch roofing, ne? The thatch method, that one. He makes fire like that. And when I make my fire like this, he thinks it's not gonna come out correctly. I grew up doing the thatch method, like sort of, when I mean when the thatch roofing method. But I figured it doesn't make a difference. When you grow up with the things that you grew up doing, you're like, is it really necessary? Do I have to? Like, as long as it's going to burn, and it does. I know how to make a fire. I just don't make it the traditional way. And nna ko ke tswang teng, when you making fire, o ilo batla matlharapa. Ga ke itse gore le itse matlharapa na. O batla matlharapa, like those thin one. O batla matlharapa, go fetsa o batla matlharapa, o beya pampiri ya gago, then wa re matlharapa, then wa thoma wa build up ge dilo tsa dikgong tsa gago go ya ka di-size a kere gore mollo wa gago o tlo kgona o tshware. O tlo thoma o re pampiri, then o re matlharapa, then o botla ka saesenyana e kgolonyana, o bon. And then ga o fetsa o bo o tla ka the last one, like tsela tse kgolo tsela, and then o bo ilo batla keres magero ba re keng kerese mane dilo tsele tsa go kerese ga e melta. So a kere o batla wa tsamaya o ilo batla that e meltang tse di leng ka mo saeteng tse wax. A kere no e bitswa wax, rona re ne re bitsa keres. O botla o irang that's the thing that we used to do. Ga kerese e fela or ga ntse melta, so le a tseya le na le thininyana e le tsenyang ka mogare, la save gore ga le tloetsa mollo le tshela kerese. So ka gore re mo go teng gona nong a kere yaanong re berekisa di-fire lighters a kere, mara ga re gola ne re berekisa kerese, then o tlo bo latlhela kerese mo mollong wa go mola, o bo o tshuba, o bo o lighta, o bo tsamaya o ile o tlhatswa pitsa or o ile ira anything se o batlang go se dira, wa tsamaya o ile o se dira. Then ga o boa wa tla o kry-a mollo wa go tshwere, ga go tlhokagale gore o lebelele o check-e gore go diragalang ka one. Mare mogatsake ga ke thoma ke re ke tsa mollo fela, bona o thoma a bona diphoso tse dintsi. And I'm like, actually, who grew up in the village between me and you? Yes, you do. You come from a village, but I grew up in the village. I grew up making fire, but Uzo was strong. So can you guys see how ashy it is on the floor? I have no words. I felt like I was literally washing these floors. And my husband actually, when I started, he was like, I have an idea. How about we take a hose pipe and, pour water, like we really, really, really wash it. I'm like, that's too much work for me. I would rather do it a couple of times. I'll do it today, do it a day after, or another day. It doesn't have to be tomorrow up until it gets to the point where I want. If it's hose pipe, yo, now I'll have to be mopping non-stop. I couldn't, but we will get there. But for today, I'm sweeping. The other day I sorted the wood, and then today I'm sweeping, and then I'm going to mop, and then I will come back for the windows, the pool table and everything else on top. And they say I am on a mission to fix my cast iron pots because they have a bit of rust, and I really want to use them. I want to start making bread outside, so I'm going to make them. I saw somewhere that they say I'm going to fix them. I saw somewhere they say you should use grapeseed oil, so I'm going to go and look for that so that I can fix them. And I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't know about you guys. I've been thinking lately, Jorge, I don't know what is 40 coming with. I've been thinking, why do we make a fuss about winter konje? I know it's cold, but do you guys realize that when it's winter, we literally make our life stop? Like for real, it stops. Why do we do that? Like, why? I'm like, it's only 2 months. For the first time in many years, guys, I'm actually looking forward to winter, and I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to continue living my life the way I want to. I think I'm getting old, and I'm even realizing how quickly a year goes by. I mean, we are already almost in June. What is happening? What's happening, guys? Does it get to those who are above 40? Does it get that way? Do you get to the point where you say, why was I making a big deal about that? Because that has been my moment with all of this thing in this year that I'm turning 40. Kore, Konje, why was I making a big deal about 1, 2, 3? Is it like that? You know, are you calm about things now? Like, is it like that? Anyhow, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've watched up until this far, and I hope you come back for another video next time. Don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on my next upload. Bye.